Hello, my name is Joe Gravis, and you're watching Call It How You See It TV.
It's Kelly Ufa, and you're now watching Call It How You See It.
Thank you for tuning in Call It How You See It TV. Today we have one of our special guests. He's a state representative running for State Senate, District 7. Today we have Joe Gravis. How are you doing today?
Good, Kelly. Thank you.
So for those who don't know, tell me about yourself.
Thanks, Kelly. My name is Joe Gravis, and I started out at Transylvania University, graduated summa cum laude with a double major and a double minor. I went on into public accounting and got a certified public accountant certificate, and then the opportunity to go into the McDonald's business came along, and we got into the McDonald's franchisee business, and after 30 years we had acquired 9 restaurants, about 650 employees that we had as part of our family, and in 2017 we retired and was elected to the Kentucky House of Representatives, District 56.
Oh, okay. So what's it like being an owner of 8 McDonald's, actually not 8, 9 McDonald's franchise?
Owning 9 McDonald's restaurants was a challenge. Many days it was like riding a bucking bronco, but there was a lot of times that it worked out great, and it really gave me the opportunity to work with a lot of different folks, a lot of diverse interests and people and customers and employees and vendors and suppliers, all different kinds of business and aspects of business. And you really had to be able to be collaborative and be able to get along with folks to solve problems. You needed a lot of common sense and ability to juggle a lot of balls in the air at the same time. You really had to multitask to accomplish what needed to be done and work with all different kinds of folks to get that job done. And so it was a really great experience, afforded me tremendous opportunities around the country to learn different things, sit on different boards, from the Federal Reserve Board all the way to just local boards and commissions in Kentucky.
So why should the community vote for you?
I'd like to think that folks would vote for me because they've known my community involvement, my philanthropy, how well I treated our employees and the folks that worked with us. I'd like to think that they would vote for me because they appreciate all I've done, all the schools that we've helped and the different organizations and all the communities that we were in, and that they've seen my work ethic in the House of Representatives, and they've seen how much I care. And I return phone calls and emails, and I contact folks, and I read bills, and I ask hard questions, and I really work hard to try to make a difference in the community through the legislature. And folks that have been around state government for a long time have noticed my work ethic. Crit Llewellyn and Rocky Atkins have both said they've not seen a harder working legislator in their first term ever. I have people that come out of their offices in the annex, and they tell me how much they appreciate all I'm doing to stick up for them and their pensions and their jobs. And so I would hope that my community involvement, philanthropy, good track record as a business owner, and really strong work ethic and caring while I've been in the House of Representatives is enough to give me another chance in the state Senate to keep doing that same thing.
That's great. That's great. So if you do win this election, what change do you have for the community?
I think a lot of the changes that we need to see in the legislature and in the world, frankly, is we just need to tone it down. We need to calm down and focus on what's really important. What are the real issues facing Kentucky? What are the real issues facing the 7th District that we really need to focus on, and that we need to work better at together? That's one of the things that I've learned in my 40-plus career life in business and in the community, is that none of us is as good as all of us, and nobody has all the answers. And when one side just tries to dictate and ram things through, nobody wins. And we really need to be able to take all different sides into account And, I don't know everything, you don't know everything, but if we work together, we can come up with something better than either one of us thought about when we first started working on the problem. So that's the change that I'm really looking for, is that common sense and that collaboration, toning things down, cooperating, working together to solve the real problems facing Kentucky.
So as I was driving around the community, I see your flyers are up, and it's just you and your wife. Is your wife the motivation throughout all this election?
Yeah, Debbie's great, and I love her to pieces. But I wouldn't necessarily call her my motivation. I'd say she's more my inspiration in a lot of ways. What really motivates me in the legislature are teachers, are fighting for the retired teachers and the retired state government employees and all those folks that are earning a pension and that have the future in their classrooms sitting in front of them, that they're trying to mold into great citizens and leaders of the future. Those emergency responders, those folks that are putting their life on the line every day for us, that need more money, that need a secure pension, that need the equipment to be able to do their job right, to protect and serve all of us. Those are a lot of my motivations. The folks that feel like that government has forgotten them or left them behind or doesn't care about them, those are the types of folks and situations that really motivate me.
So as a well business owner, what do you hope your legacy remain?
That's a great question. 30 years ago, I thought about what would I like people to say about me when I'm 80 years old, at my 80th birthday party. What would I hope that folks would say about Joe Gravis and his life in the community and what he did? And I would hope that they would say that I was a decent person, I was honest, that I cared, that I gave back, that I was unselfish, that I worked hard, that I really went above and beyond, and that I was a loving, kind, decent man that gave back and cared. And I think the employees that I used to have, the folks that used to work for us, really make me proud, because so many times I run into former employees and they say, "Man, we miss you," or "Boy, you were a great boss." It's music to a boss's ears when folks that don't need anything that from you anymore are honest enough to say, "We appreciated the way you respected us, the way you treated us like family, and really welcomed us into the business and valued our input and valued what we had to say and what we thought and took it into consideration." So that's what I hope my legacy would be, one of service, a servant leader that listened and cared.
One last thing, the most important thing, for those who do not know, how would they vote for you? Where should they go?
Well, in every county of the district, Woodford, Anderson, Franklin, Owen, and Gallatin counties, your county clerk's office is ground zero for voting. You need to get a hold of your county clerk, see what they're doing. Jason Denny in Anderson County, for example, is doing drive-through voting. There's different clerks in the district that are doing multiple locations. Some of them maybe just a couple. But your county clerk's office is really where to start to be able to drop off your ballot or actually vote in person, because we're voting in person right now. You can go in to your county clerk's office or one of the polling stations. Even on Saturdays, you could go in and cast your vote. So start with your county clerk, and thanks for voting.
So for those the younger generation, if someone would want to be like you and own 9 McDonald's franchise, what advice would you have for them?
Be honest, work really hard, show up early, stay late, have a great attitude, be grateful for everything that you have. You may wish you had more, may feel like you deserve more, but if you're grateful for what you have and you work hard and you demonstrate a strong work ethic, the folks that are making decisions about your future will see that and will appreciate that. And sometimes it may take a while. Sometimes you may have to move to a different employer to be really recognized for the talents and the gifts that you have. But nothing beats persistence and hard work and having a great attitude and being honest and caring about what you're doing. and doing a great job, no matter who's watching. So that's a good place to start, I think.
Yep. So for those who actually, like, we know you as a businessman, you're in politics. So what do you like to do in your spare time? Can you tell the audience any fun thing you like to do? People who want to know you more other than just politics?
Yeah. One of the best things is getting to go on walks with my wife when we can go hiking or just walking out our driveway. Those are super nice, relaxing, fun times that we have together. I also like to mountain bike and to ride a bicycle. And I used to play golf until I got into the legislature, and I just haven't had time to play much golf at all since I've been elected and running for the state senate now. But that's a lot of what we like to do, is spend time together and then just exercise, riding the bike. I'm pretty boring, actually. I work a lot.
All right. Anything last you want to say to the viewers?
Thank you for your vote on or before November 3rd. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. If you need help and you're a Kentuckian, I'll work for you. Thank you.
All right, everyone. Stay safe and stay 6 feet apart. Bye-bye.
Stay updated with Kali How You See It. Like, subscribe, or click the link below.